So this movie starts off with Wolverine waking up with amnesia, trying to remember how the hell he got in this situation at all. Then he remembers getting called by his fellow Canadians saying that they have a hulking green giant problem running around. I wonder who that could be. Which I have to say off rip, I love Wolverine, but I do have to say, out of all the heroes you could have picked, why are you gonna call Logan to come and fight the Hulk? I mean, you got Thor, you got Iron Man, shoot, you even have the Fantastic Four. Now get the guy with the claws to fight the big hulking giant. And I mean, at least he could call in the rest of the X-Men. I mean, Storm could be very helpful in this situation. I don't know, but for some reason our boy Logan goes in solo, and it doesn't take him too long to find a man with battered, tattered clothes crying to himself. So instead of Logan being a hero and seeing if the guy's okay, he decides to rough him up and threaten to kill him, which he finds out quickly that he fucked up. And when he knew he did, he hits Hulk with the equivalent of, "It was just a prank, bro," as Hulk proceeds to knock this man halfway across Canada. And that brings us to the present with Wolverine having amnesia, remembering that he sucked. But Wolverine, not to be the one to back down from a challenge, which I gotta respect, says, "Bring it home, big green fella," which Hulk does as he proceeds to knock down Wolverine in half of a mountain. Like, God, you don't think you should have brought a little bit of the X-Men with you, my boy? But after they fall in the water, Wolverine figures out quickly that a head-on-head battle is not gonna work with this one. So he stabs him straight in the back, realizing, you can't hit me if I'm back here, until Hulk realizes Wolverine's one weakness: rocks, which Hulk uses to his advantage by smashing every rock in sight into Wolverine's face. And after he ran out of rocks to hit Wolverine with, he just went to hitting him with his fist again. And I started having flashbacks of that Doomsday video, because Hulk had Wolverine beaten into a crater, had my boy looking like Yamcha. Like, Wolverine, you still don't want to call in for just a little bit of backup, my boy? What's Morph doing? Maybe he can help. But you gotta give props to Logan, because he stands right back up ready for round 2 like, I ain't hear no bell. Until the round 2 is interrupted by the Weapon X program. That being Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, Omega Red, and everyone's favorite merc with a mouth, Deadpool. And after some flashbacks of Wolverine's origin, which you don't need me to tell you about, there's a whole movie about it. The only difference with this one is that Wolverine cut off the guy's arm, made him look like a different Marvel villain, and that he used to be on a team with the Weapon X people. And finds out that Hulk really wasn't destroying the town. He was actually protecting it and was getting attacked by the Weapon X people. As Mr. Crane Game over here wants to turn Hulk into the new member of the Weapon X program. It's funny because they really built up the Doctor like he's about to do some crazy stuff just to get backstabbed by Sabretooth and Lady Deathstrike. Because he wants Logan and Hulk to be on the team, and Lady Deathstrike's like, nah, homie gotta die. And oh my God, the way that she was sucking the soul out of Logan, F a Glock 3000. Shawty got that Huk Tui Hung Kung Fui 9000. I mean, just look at girl's face. She is enjoying this way too much. She is straight up gooning over here. It look like she ready to bust a nut any moment. And Sabretooth over here feeling like the third wheel and not wanting to be left out of the action goes in for the back shot. And this boy with his Orochimaru looking ass tongue licks up on Logan like, bro, pause. That's your brother. Sabretooth and Logan are blood brothers. What in the Game of Thrones am I watching right now? Now Lady Deathstroke feels left out of the action and she just goes in deep. A little too deep. So much so that it backfires that Logan was able to cut his way out of this weird menage a trois. But after that, we get to see Logan do some dope stuff. I mean, one of those Kill Bill God of War silhouette things, and just get to see Wolverine being Wolverine slaughtering a whole bunch of people. Which I never understand these minions. Like, yo, he already took out the Weapon X people. What makes you think you and your guns is gonna do anything? But after cutting through the fodder, Logan meets up with Hulk and frees him so they can make their escape. That's until they run into Tentacles Tag and Deadpool, where Omega Red just wraps up Wolverine for a good little bit, and where Deadpool keeps playing with fire by putting his gun to Bruce Banner's head and pretending that he's gonna shoot him. Like, boy, you gonna get it bad when my boy turns green. But they were able to get away from these two, and Wolverine starts to have a little pep talk with Bruce Banner, where he says, hey, I really need you here, buddy. I need big green fella out here. You cool as shit, but I need a big boy to kind of back me up. And Bruce tells him the thing that no one wants to hear. Sorry, I just can't get it up. So Wolverine gives him a little motivation by stabbing him. And speaking about not getting it up, that's a perfect segue to my sponsor for this video, Adam. And I'm kidding, bro. I still ain't got no sponsor. Please. But while they were trying to troubleshoot the Hulk, the whole Weapon X team finally comes together for a 1v4. And Wolverine was pretty much holding his own against them all. Like, they could barely touch this man, and Wolverine was just saucing them up. And the only person that really ever stops Wolverine in this thing is Squidward Tentacles over here, because he just wraps Wolverine up and he just can't do nothing. But when we think it's GG's for our boy Wolverine, Hulk finally joins the party and says something that could be considered a hate crime in some states. And charges headfirst into the Weapon X people, and Sabretooth's face just says it all. My boy looked like he regrets every decision he ever made and is ready to meet God, as Hulk smashes this man straight out the building and legit sends him to the same place that Wolverine got his amnesia at. But the way he does everyone else, Sabretooth might have got off the easiest, as he does Omega Red and Lady Deathstrike like Palpatine and sending them over the edge. And we see in a real Deadpool Wolverine team up, as Deadpool thinking he really doing something to Hulk by putting a grenade in his mouth just to get his shit pushed in. But Lady Deathstrike and Omega Red aren't done yet, and they come back up for round 2. And when Hulk sees Lady Deathstrike, the next words that come out of his mouth are so disrespectful. I ain't never heard Hulk have enough consciousness to say something like this.
Ugly girl scratch Hulk.
Oh, nah, Hulk getting canceled, buddy. Nah, you can't be saying that on TV, my man. And you know Lady Deathstrike did not take that lightly. She started trying to sauce the boy up, even hit him with the bullet time, just for Hulk to clap his hands and shut that shit down. And he picks her up, making me think that he about to go full blacked on this girl, as they started having a whole screaming match. And just like your favorite Hub movie, my boy splits this girl in half. And while all this is going on, Omega Red just pounding the face in of Wolverine like, my boy Logan, how do you keep finding yourself in this situation? This is twice in one movie, my boy. But Hulk seeing Omega Red having all the fun makes him want to join in, and starts pulling off some Def Jam Fight for New York moves on the man. And hey, Bruce Banner might be a scientist, but Hulk is from the hood or something, because this man goes and curve stomp this man straight into the ground and launches off of his face. And after he was done with him, just like a badass kid, starts breaking everything in sight. And Wolverine was applauding it, be like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing, big man, until he realized friendly fire was still on and gets sent right back to the place that he got amnesia again. And if you think these two were gonna walk their separate ways and be like, hey, you not bad, whatever, they go straight back to fighting. And that's Hulk versus Wolverine. I think it's one of those gems of them old straight to DVD movies that I really enjoyed. And if you like me making these videos, please subscribe. It does help out a lot. And if there's any other thing you want me to cover, let me know. And if you want more stuff, I definitely recommend either my Doomsday video, or if you want to hear me talk about X-Men in a different type of way, check out my Cyclops video. But until next time, what's poppin' and shaman? Peace.